Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I wanted to do a video on how to make a bench harness tester for the 2002 to 2009 Trailblazer instrument panel clusters. Please forgive me, I couldn't find a whole lot of data on this. This is something that I had to piece together based on my own research, and at this current point in time I believe they're all the same, but they may not be. They could be different, so please do your own research on all this information. I just wanted to show you what worked for me and for the cluster that I got. So I happened to grab a harness out of a 2007 Trailblazer as well as the cluster. And I had, like I said, had to do quite a bit of research to figure out how to make this work. And the first time I actually put it together, it didn't work. And I had to move a few wires, and then I got it to actually work. And then later on, I found a diagram that I had to like really sit there and look at it and read, because I have no experience looking at wiring diagrams, to piece it together. And luckily it kind of making sense. It started making sense and I was able to do it. I'm gonna put this in front of the camera for a second, so if you guys need to, you can pause the video as we go through here. I'm gonna kind of explain everything. So on the specific one that I got, okay, this is what the pins were. So, and I'll explain how A1 through A12 looks and where it's at and everything. But A1 was light blue, it's the left turn signal, and these are positives and negatives that I got here. So you connect it to positive. Orange is the battery positive, you connect that to the positive. This one did not have a wire in it. Black white was ground, so you connect it to negative. A5 also black, connected to negative. 6 was empty on mine. 7, it was the instrument panel lights, so you connect that to positive. And then of course these were empty right here, all of these. And then A12 is, it's the RPM, and I believe you can connect that to a potentiometer and use that to, kind of gradually sweep the needle. I do not have a potentiometer, so I just left it disconnected. B1 is gray. It's a class 2 serial data. That's what you're going to use to connect to your class 2 serial data on your OBD2 connector, and I'll go through these as well. B2 and 3 were empty on mine. 4 was brown and white. That is the basically the check engine light, and that connects to negative, believe it or not. That will trigger the light. It's not positive, so that is not a typo. You do connect it to negative, otherwise it doesn't work. Because how it works, from what I understand, is it grounds out, triggering the light. Moving on. 5 and 6 was empty on mine. Pink is ignition voltage, which is B7. B8 was empty. B9 was green and white, green with a white stripe. That is the vehicle speed signal, so like how fast you're going, the miles per hour. And that one you can connect to a potentiometer to do a gradual sweep on it if you wanted to. B10 was dark blue. That is a turn signal indicator. And 11 and 12 were empty on this. So, I got it on here. The A1 is the left turn, so that would mean the B10 is the right turn. So I will fix that later on. But here it is. Pause the video, take screenshots if you need to, and do your own research to confirm, all this information. I got this for a 2006 Trailblazer, and it seems to match up with my harness here. So looking at the harness, let's see if I can get this to show or not. So you see right here on the left hand side that says B1, and then over here on the right it's B12. And if you look down here on the bottom, I actually there was another blue deal here that if you just push it in on the side, you can take it out, so that way I don't have to depress it to disconnect it from the cluster every single time. I like to be able to just plug it in and pull it right out without having any problems with it not wanting to release. But anyway, you see A12, and over here is A1. So that's how it goes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 12. and the same over here on B, 1 and then through 12. So you connect all those wires to your positive cable, and then all your positives to the positives, all your negatives to the negatives. You don't have to have a blade connector on here. This is just the kind of design that I went with, how I wanted to do it based on how I have my power supply set up. And then looking at your OBD2 port, the black with white stripe and solid black are your grounds. So you connect all your grounds from the harness to that. And then all your positives will be connected to this orange wire. Okay, so you're gonna have a T on your positive and your negative wire right here. It's gonna tee off into these two different connectors, and then of course the electrical tape's coming off. The purple wire on this particular one is your class 2 serial data. There's plenty of diagrams on what these wires are on the pinout of the OBD2 ports, because there are some that have an extra wire. I think it's a green one, but for the most part your standard 4 wires will work just fine. And this will allow you to use IPC hammer to sweep the needles and to change the mileage and hours. I don't know if it has hours. I hadn't even made it that far yet, but it does in fact work for correcting the mileage, so that I can confirm. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to do a video real quick to show you how I was able to make a functioning bench harness for the, I believe to be 02 to 09 Trailblazers on the instrument panels. Hope this video helps you guys. Hope it saves you a lot of time and research that I had to do. So good luck, and please be very careful. Try not to fry your clusters or yourself for that matter. And of course, just do this at your own risk. All right, have a good one.